On top of this, measurement and arithmetic. Measurement. And means basically doing math with measurements. Doing the math. Let's just write that down. Doing the math. Here are some of the examples of what kind of things they. The first question they ask as an example problem is they say add 2 feet plus 12 inches. Hopefully, you're at the point in your mathematical careers that you look at that and you go, well, I don't think 14 feet is the answer to that, or is 14 inches. One thing you have to know when you do arithmetic with measurement, what has to be true? It's like saying, if you're 5 feet 10 inches tall, that makes you 15 inches tall, because 10 plus 5 is 15. Wade?
They have to be in the same measurements?
Yeah. You need to, when you take these sort of things, you need to make them the same unit. So you're talking about apples to apples, not apples to oranges. And you kind of get your choice. And you really want to take the way that's most logical. Which one would be more logical? To change 2 feet to 24 inches and add that to 12 inches and get 36 inches, or change 12 inches to 1 foot and add 2 feet to 3 feet and get, or 2 feet to 1 foot and get 3 feet. Which one logically probably is the way that you want to do that? Mary?
24 plus 12.
I would probably go with the feet actually myself, because when you tell people, you try to use the simplest, smallest numbers possible, so 3 feet. Although it wouldn't be wrong to do it the other way. The other thing that they go over with this is this in math. Okay, you have to be careful with labels. And next year, matter of fact, today's lesson in 7th grade math was all about labels on things. For example, if I have 6 feet times 6 feet, what would be the answer to that? 6 feet times 6 feet. Wade?
36 square feet.
Yeah, 36 feet squared. Because you're multiplying 2 labels together, you get the 36 and the 2 sixes. Feet times feet give you feet squared. Because when would you end? When an example of doing that is with a square that's 6 feet by 6 feet. If you're multiplying those 2 labels together, okay, this is your answer is given in square feet. 6 feet times 2 would be what as an answer? Pardon? Yeah, just 12 feet. There's only one label, it's only getting multiplied by 2, so it's 12 feet. That would be like having a 6-foot piece of rope and then adding another, having a second one. You got 12 feet, you don't get 12 feet squared. And the same way is if you see this. What if you have 25 miles squared over 5 miles? Now this you have to go back to when we did the whole prime factorizing things. Remember you broke it down? 25 is 5 times 5. Well, what is miles squared? That's miles times miles. And if you put that all over 5 miles, labels are just like numbers. If you have the same label on bottom as you do on top in a fraction, they will cross off. 1 5 crosses off with 1 5, and what are you left with? 5 miles. We started off with miles squared on top, but one of them went away with one of the miles on the bottom. So you end up with just 5 miles. Welcome to the wonderful world of arithmetic with measurements. Or this one, how about this? 300 miles over, this is all learning day to day, 10 gallons. 300 miles over 10 gallons. Well, the first thing is you can do the division with the numbers. What is 300 divided by 10? 30. And we see this all the time, okay? 30 miles over 1 gallon. Usually when you see this written out, it is 30 miles per gallon. That's what 30 miles over 1 gallon means. 1 gallon, you get to go 30 miles, so your car is going 30 miles per gallon. If you see this in math, MPG, anytime you say the word per in math, it's a fraction line. Okay, 30 miles per gallon. If you type 60 words per minute, 60 words in 1 minute. The letter P, when you talk about per, when you talk about ratios, that is a fraction line. Let's see what else they give you. I don't know, that's kind of it there. 2 feet times 4 feet would be 2 feet times 4 feet is
8 feet squared.
8 feet squared. What if you had 4 feet divided by 2 feet? What would that give you?
2 feet cubed. 2 feet squared. Cube. Squared. Confusion.
Wow, you got some answers.
Cube.
You have a foot on top and a foot on bottom, they cross off to give you nothing. 4 divided by 2 is 2. You just get a 2. There's no labels because the labels both crossed off. Here you had 2 labels and 1 crossed off with 1 of the 2 and you're still left with that. But if you have identical ones on top and bottom, they cross off to leave you with nothing. 4 feet divided by 2 feet is just 2. The labels cross off. I thought that was the same.